Think about someone you know. Maybe it's a colleague, maybe a friend, maybe a famous entrepreneur. No matter what they try, they seem to succeed. They start a project. It works. They take a risk. It pays off. They make decisions. And somehow those decisions move them forward. Meanwhile, many other people work just as hard, sometimes even harder, yet they remain stuck. So a question naturally appears. Why do some people always seem to win? Are they simply lucky? Are they naturally more talented? Or is there a deeper system behind their success? The truth is surprising. Winning is rarely random. Most consistent winners follow patterns. Patterns in how they think, how they act, and how they make decisions. Once you understand this hidden logic, you start seeing that success is not magic. It is often the result of specific habits and strategies repeated over time. One of the biggest differences between winners and everyone else is time perspective. Most people think about the present. What feels good today? What solves problems quickly? What gives immediate results? But consistent winners think differently. They think about the future. They ask questions like, where will this decision lead in 5 years? Will this action still matter later? This shift changes everything. Imagine two people making a daily choice. One chooses entertainment, the other chooses learning. The entertainment feels rewarding today, but the learning slowly builds knowledge and skill. Over weeks and months, the difference grows. Then, over years, the gap becomes massive. This is the hidden logic. Small decisions repeated consistently over time create powerful advantages. Winning is often the result of long-term thinking. Another pattern appears among people who succeed repeatedly. They take action faster than most people. Many people spend a long time thinking, analyzing, planning, waiting for the perfect moment. But winners understand something important. Perfect conditions rarely exist. So instead of waiting forever, they start. Even when the plan is not perfect, even when the outcome is uncertain, this action creates something valuable. Experience. Experience teaches lessons that thinking alone cannot provide. Every attempt creates new information. What works, what fails, what needs improvement. Over time, these lessons become an advantage, because while others are still planning, the action taker is already learning. Failure scares many people. It feels uncomfortable, embarrassing, sometimes even painful. So people try to avoid it. They avoid risks. They avoid difficult challenges. They avoid situations where they might lose. But the people who win consistently see failure differently. They treat it as information. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every setback becomes feedback. Instead of asking, why did I fail? They ask a different question. What can this teach me? This mindset transforms failure into progress. Imagine two people starting the same project. One fails once and stops. The other fails several times but keeps adjusting. Eventually, the second person discovers what works. That is why failure is often part of winning. It reveals paths that success alone cannot teach. So here is the hidden logic behind why some people seem to always win. They are not necessarily the smartest. They are not always the most talented, but they follow patterns that compound over time. They think long-term. They take action sooner. They learn quickly from mistakes, and they keep moving forward while others hesitate. Modern tools and information also help people accelerate their progress. For example, platforms like YouTube and LinkedIn allow people to learn skills, connect with experts, and build opportunities faster than ever before. But the tools themselves are not enough. What matters most is how people use them. The difference between winning and staying stuck often comes down to simple behaviors repeated every day. Small decisions, small actions, small lessons. Over time, these small advantages grow into powerful results. And once you understand this hidden logic, you start realizing something important. Winning is rarely about one big moment. It is about consistent patterns that quietly build success over time. If you enjoy discovering the hidden logic behind success, human behavior, and everyday decisions, make sure to subscribe. Because once you start seeing these patterns, you begin to understand why some people always move forward while others stay in the same place.